One of the biggest cybersecurity problems facing organisations today is how you quantify and articulate cyber risk accurately. And today I'm delighted to be joined by Saket Modi, the CEO of Safe Security, and Natalie Walker, Senior Manager leading our Managed Security Services portfolio here in BT. Now, recently we announced our investment in Safe Security, and we've been working really closely with them over the past few months as we see our partnership as a real strategic enabler and core to our Eagle Eye proposition. Saket, if I come to you first, please, and I really appreciate you taking the time, tell us about how you identified the need for the Safe platform.
Tris, thank you for having me with you out here. It's truly an honor. The real problem that we identified in the market is really threefold. It's number one, today cybersecurity is extremely siloed. You don't really have a unified view of your real risk posture. Think about it. If you have an EDR, it only talks to you about your endpoints. If you have a WAF, it only talks to you about your web applications. And if you have cloud security, it only talks about cloud security. So there's nothing which is unifying those signals together to make sense of a single source of truth of your risks. The second is most cybersecurity is really reactive. It's not proactive. And the third problem is because it's siloed and very reactive, it is not competent today the way it's being managed and looked at to talk in terms of business terms. They're not able to talk the language of the business, and that's the reason why even after spending like $1 billion on cybersecurity, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase says, my number one worry remains cybersecurity. And that we feel is a huge gap in the market today. Tris.
Yeah, thanks, Saket. So from what you said, there's a real lack of visibility and insight. How can Safe overcome these challenges for both CIOs and CISOs?
Tris, the 3 points that I mentioned in the last answer about the key challenges that most these large Fortune 2000 companies are facing. For a second, keep Safe aside. I think any platform which needs to address these 3 challenges have to have a couple of very important data elements. Number one, it needs to be API first. It needs to be inclusive in the world of technology, where it takes in signals across people, process, and technology, and it puts all of that together using API feeds which are out there. So number one, that needs to be the case. Number two, a lot of data is great because you put that together in a data lake, but then how do you massage that data? How do you put some algorithms on top of it which will make sense? And there's been a lot of research and predictive modeling in other industries. If you go and apply for a loan in a bank, they actually do predictive modeling of, what's the probability you'll repay the loan given your credit history, bank balance, net worth. We apply the same Bayesian network and data science models to say what is the probability there'll be a ransomware attack given your EDR has these many findings, these many vulnerability tools have these many findings, and et cetera, and all of that's coming in through API. So again, needs to be an API first platform, needs to have some data science which resonates and which has a proven track record of being able to predict breaches and quantify risk which you're sitting on. And the last but not the least, you need to actually convert all of that into business value. So you can't just be saying scores. You just can't be saying red, amber, green, because then, subjective estimations has been proven to be more inaccurate than a random function in order to measure risk. That is what Safe is in a nutshell of what we are doing in the platform. It's a pure SaaS platform where we take a lot of your feeds, use that with the data science engine we've co-developed with MIT, and we actually predict the likelihood of breach and the dollar value risk you're sitting on.
And Natalie, if I can come back to you now. So Safe is a core part of our Eagle Eye proposition. How will our customers be able to benefit from Safe as part of their Eagle Eye journey?
Yeah, this is the really exciting thing for me, Tris, because the Eagle Eye platform underpins our security offerings and it really adds to our differentiation. The proposition in a nutshell enables quicker and more efficient detection and remediation. And Saket's mentioned those signals. The Eagle Eye platform has this infrastructure and technology that's consuming external signals and making real-time decisions on security policy. And whilst arguably collecting those indicators and those signals is a strength of our technical teams, an organisation's appetite and approach to risk is much harder to assess, and especially doing that in real time. And BT believe that's where Safe comes in. It provides us the context to our automated decision making. And what Safe helps us to better understand the risk posture and that evolving position. It does it in two ways. Firstly, we help our customers understand and visualise the risk. But also, our Eagle Eye platform then will able to better understand the impact of the threats that it's made aware of. And ultimately, that context helps us really address the things that are most important to our customers.
Thank you both very much for taking the time today.